Hey y'all, so welcome back to the channel. Sorry, the lighting is horrible. It's been a while. I look a mess. I'm busy. I've been tired, y'all, but I'm back, okay? Coming back with the mommy content, the vlog style content, and my conversations and advice, okay? As a twin mom. Now, today's video, I gotta tell y'all real quick, okay? I'm so happy because I finally got my 2.5-year-old babies off of the boob and breast milk, okay? Now, some people might say, oh my God, that was a long time. Y'all, the struggle of being a breastfeeding mom and getting your child off, especially after they're over 1.5, okay? Now, there's reasons why I chose to breastfeed that long, because of my son's diagnosis with his brain. And y'all, we're going to give an update on that. If you guys ain't seen my previous videos, check it out. We talk about his diagnosis and everything like that. If you're not familiar with it or if you're going through the same thing, it's hope. It's hope, okay? And I'm going to talk about that more in the next video. So comment down below if you want to hear about that and an update and everything. But I chose to breastfeed more because of that, because I just wanted to help. They say breastfeeding helps with brain development. And that's very, very important to me. Also, it helps with, health benefits from the mother, for the mother and the child. So I also wanted that as well because I'm a cancer survivor and that mattered to me. And yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was just like, I want to keep breastfeeding, but I also was ready for them to get off. It's a lot. And for the breastfeeding moms out there, I commend you. And for the ones that want to, my heart goes out to you because I know it's not easy when you want to breastfeed and you, for some reason, you don't produce enough milk. I'm sorry for the people that go through that. But for the mothers that do breastfeed and they need help getting off, I'm going to give you some of my advice on how I got my 2.5-year-old babies off, because I was scared, y'all. I was nervous that my babies was going to be stuck on the... Well, no, I will eventually get them all, but I really was nervous because I got twins. Like, I know it's hard for one baby, but with two babies at once, trying to breastfeed, trying to put them on a schedule, trying to get them to sleep alone, like, y'all, it's a struggle. And we're going to make more videos about that too, because as a mom, I want to help out the other new moms. Sorry, y'all, the lighting is bad. But I want to help out the other new moms that is struggling with this because it's not easy. And I want to say the first thing, don't be hard on yourself. As a mom, we always be hard on ourselves. We're not doing a good enough job. Oh my God, I'm a failure. Am I not a good mom? If you're asking yourself those questions, you're a good mom. You're a good mom because you care. Okay. The main thing I had to learn was to stop being hard on myself. I'm doing the best I can as a mom. And I don't have a lot of help around me when it comes to babysitters or nannies or, my family lives farther. My mom is closer, but she's going through something right now. And it's a lot. So it's a struggle when you're doing it by yourself with twins. Let me just say, you need help. So if you're a twin mom and you are a single twin mom, I know it's a lot. Thankfully, I'm married and I have a husband, but he works a lot, but he does help when he can. But for the mothers that's going through it by itself, I just want to say, I want to get on my knees and say, I commend all of y'all, and also to all the mothers in general, okay? It's a struggle, all the mothers and dads, okay, that's going through it. But I'm just going to say, when it comes to breastfeeding, the first step for me, when they started learning how to communicate, because they're not talking yet, but they're learning how to communicate enough where, I can say certain things to them and it feels like they really understand. They know words, they're learning their sentences. So I had to tell them, like, no more breast milk. You're going to have to drink from a cup now. I will give them a cup of milk or a cup of juice, a cup of water. And I would tell them, this is what you guys are going to be drinking out of now, okay? And they will listen and repeat. But honestly, y'all, after that conversation, the next day, now, I'm not going to say it was easy because it wasn't, y'all. I'm not going to lie. The first week is the hardest, but every night I would tell them the same thing. And then I would give them a cup of milk. I feel like you got to replace the breast with something else. Now, it doesn't always work. Some kids don't want the cup of milk. They throw it. They get upset. They cry. You have to let them cry. And I know as moms, we want to comfort our babies. We want to nurture them. We just want to pick them up and be like, oh. And I did. But you can't give in. That's what I'm saying. What I did was I would pick them up, lay down with them like they would be on the breast, give them the cup. Like it was a sippy cup that don't spill. It was one that they can put in their mouth that don't spill. And I would hold it as if I was still breastfeeding. And I would comfort them and say, you're doing a good job, guys. I'm so proud of you. Like, I would encourage them. And it started to work, soothe them and help them fall asleep throughout the night. And I noticed on the second day that started to work. So I'm like, no booby, no more breast milk. You're a big girl. You're a big boy. I'm so proud of you. You guys are doing great. While they were going through their little, tantrum or emotions. And they would calm down. And they would listen to what I was saying. And I noticed they would just slowly fall asleep. And then I did it every day. And now they're off the boob. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. But I realized with them being 2.5 and them understanding what I'm saying now, that helped. I'm not going to lie. That really, really helped. So for the people, these are some tips that I did. And you can try it if you're a mother that's still breastfeeding and your baby is over 2 or 1.5. These are some things that can help. But I do feel like going cold turkey can be the best, because if you're trying to lean them away, I know some people do that, and that works for some people. Like I said, do what works for you. You can try that method. But for me, I had to go cold turkey. I feel like talking to them, replacing the boob with something else, and also keeping them busy. You can't be in the same position that you do when you nurse, because then it's a reminder and they want to be on the boob again. You have to move around a little bit more when you're trying to stop breastfeeding, because they're going to want to be under you. So keep them active. Keep them playing with their toys, play little games with them. Just get their mind occupied so they won't think about breast milk as much. And that will slowly make them forget. Okay? So these are some tips that worked for me. And it worked. Now my babies are off the boob and they are drinking from a cup. Literally, I'm so thankful. And it's a struggle, y'all, but I just want to say you're doing a good job, okay? You're doing a good job. Stop overthinking. Don't beat yourself up. You just got to really, really discipline yourself, because sometimes as moms, we get attached to certain things too. Like being a mom, especially a new mom, I got attached to my kids being around me and on me. And I got to realize, you have to realize that can play an effect on them, and you have to let them grow up a little bit to the next milestone. And you want your baby to be a little more independent. So now it's like you don't have to lean on mommy all the time, when it comes to the breast milk. And for that extra comfort, they can learn how to find comfort in other things. And because it's a lot on the mom. Like, the baby's always underneath you. You're going to need your space. You're going to need your time, So I'm just saying that to say you're going to probably be attached. And sometimes it's a little sad breaking apart from that as well, because I know I had that moment. But then I was like, I'm over it, y'all. I'm over it. Your girl is tired. I'm ready for them to have their own, I need my space, okay? I need my space. But I love my babies, and they're still underneath me and everything, but it's just a lot different now. So now it's the scheduling. Their schedule still got to be worked on, y'all, because after I stopped breastfeeding, their schedule got different, because they're not turning to the breast milk for comfort and for them to fall asleep. Now it's like harder for them to fall asleep, y'all. So that's a whole new thing, but I'm working on it. I'm going to get it together. Trust me. But you guys, that's all for this video. Comment down below some of the things that you did to help, your kids get off the boob, because some people need that advice. We got to help each other. We're moms. We got to help the next mother that might need that help. All right. And if you're a twin mom, comment down below. Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe if you want to the channel. Let's be a family over here. This content is going to be fun. We talk about different topics. We're just going to enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. And I'll be back with more.